Hey, Plant Science. Thank you for your patience with using the Ag Experience Tracker, or AET. The login information, in case you forgot it, is posted on Google Classroom and also on the whiteboard at the front of the classroom. But just in case you need a refresher, the chapter number is MN0246. And your username and password are going to be the same. Unless you change it when you log in. I recommend not doing that, though. It will be your first initial and your full last name, all one word, all lowercase. So, for example, my name, Joe Ramstead. My login information would be J Ramstead, all one word, all lowercase, for the username and password. So once you've entered that, you'll be given access to the AET, and this is what your homepage is going to look like, something like this. So we set up your profile in class yesterday. This student's profile is not completely up to date, but that's okay. We're just using it as an example. So you're going to want to go in and access that experience that we set up yesterday. So how you do that is you go to your profile right here, and then you go to Project Experience Manager, SAE. SMHS Greenhouse is likely going to be red, and you are going to have a pencil with an X by it. That tells me that the plan is not complete, so we are going to go in and make sure that plan gets complete today using our work time in class. Feel free to pause this video or rewind or whatever you got to do. I kind of go through this pretty fast as needed. And of course, feel free to email me with questions, comments, or concerns. Okay, so I'm going to click on that pencil. So it's pretty easy to do well on the SAE profile and plan assignment for this class, especially because we're all doing the same thing virtually. But what you're going to want to do for each of these tabs, so there's a description tab, there's a time investment tab, there's a financial investment tab, and there's a learning objectives or skills tab. What you're going to need to do is copy and paste for some of these tabs the information that's up here. Okay, so watch me hit Control-C, Control-V. Okay, your job is to fill in the blanks. Okay, so an outline of my project is blank. So what you're going to be doing in the greenhouse. So you may or may not know your greenhouse position yet. Some of you haven't finished up that interview. But if you do know, you can kind of explain what your role is going to be. If you do not know, just kind of fill in. An outline of my project is that I will be working in the Staples Motley High School greenhouse. I will assist my classmates in doing X, Y, and Z. So kind of fill in. There's no right or wrong information you can put in here. I just want to see that it is complete. Okay, so give me one or two nice sentences up here to get credit for that. My project will start blank and end on blank. So put today's date in there, so it'll be March 3rd when you guys are doing this assignment in class. So, or if you're watching this at a later date, put the current date on there because your SAE should be starting pretty quick soon after. So my project will start on that date and end on May 22nd, 2020, because that's the last day of school. So we're going to be working in the greenhouse basically every day until the end of the school year. At least this will be something that is in our mind, at least, even if we're not out in the greenhouse. So you'll be working on it between now and then. Now, here's where people lose credit. You need to create three SMART goals, okay? SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So having a goal of I will water plants is not a SMART goal. That will get a 0 out of however many points each SMART goal is. A SMART goal is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Assume that coming to class is kind of like your job, okay? So maybe put in the lens of I will show up to class or my work shift on time 100% of the time between now and May 22nd, okay? A goal that you have that can be measured, and at the end of the semester, I can look back and say, yes, you did meet that goal, or no, you didn't meet that goal, but you were pretty close. Okay, so you need to have 3 SMART goals that can look whatever way you want, okay? Then, fill those 3 blanks in, so XX, XX, and XX, period. Blank is assisting me with my project and helping me through blank activity. So for many of you guys, it's going to be either your classmates or myself, okay? So I'm going to say Mr. Ramstead is assisting me with my project and helping me through organizing the materials I need for the greenhouse. Okay, so write me a nice sentence or two there. You can delete or add in words to make it sound like a normal sentence that a human would say. So feel free to do that. And then in terms of project safety, important areas of safety include blank, blank, and blank. Okay, so I want you to identify at least 3 things that you need to do in the greenhouse to be safe. So for example, one of them could be making sure that you are utilizing any tools or equipment with their intended purpose. So include utilizing tools and equipment the way they were intended to use. Okay, so notice on here, I'm not filling in all of these because I want you to think of some too, but notice in here that I'm not leaving any blanks. Like all of the blanks are filled in. That's what we want. Okay, so notice too, when you click out, it automatically saves. So when you see that little floppy disk up there in the corner, that indicates that it's saved and you're good to move on to the next tab. Okay, so then I'm going to go to time investment. So again, we're going to copy and paste that text right in here and fill in the blanks. So you will spend blank hours per week in blank activities. Okay, so estimate, I'm going to say probably 2 to 4 hours per week in my greenhouse management activities or something to that effect. Okay, my project time varies from month to month, but common activities are blank, blank, and blank. So fill in the blanks with some things that you probably are going to be doing. So if you are the manager of the greenhouse, you're probably going to be spending some time delegating tasks. You're probably going to be spending some time working on marketing materials. You're probably going to be spending some time planting with your classmates. So think of some specific things you probably will be doing at the greenhouse. I'm not going to penalize you if it's not the most clear right now because you haven't worked in the greenhouse yet, but kind of give some ideas of some things that you want to do or should be doing in the greenhouse. My project time relates to my career plan, which is to blank. So whether or not it does relate, I want you to indicate what your career plan is to be at this point. So if you want to become a teacher, to become a teacher. So just fill in the blank with what you want to do. If you don't have any idea right now, take your best guess. Okay. Financial investment. Okay. Now, here's the thing about this project. You don't have to pay anything. My FFA program and also the school is covering all of the costs for supplies. So all you have to do for this one to get the points, super easy, just copy and paste. I do not need any financial investments to complete this project. Boom. Simple as that. Notice too on this, all of these tabs, the spell check tab is there. I would press that, especially if you struggle with spelling and grammar, because I will deduct points if you do not have proper grammar. Okay? And lastly, you have learning, skills, and objectives. So what you do here is you click on this Add or Explore Skill Areas button, and you select objects or objectives that relate to our SAE project. So some of them might be in this foundational tab. Remember yesterday we set it up as a foundational SAE project. So some of them might be in foundational. Others are going to be possibly under plant system. So I'll let you kind of pick a variety from there. But for my example, I'm going to go to plant systems. Okay. So I like this one. Classify plants according to taxonomic systems. Add. Okay. I'm also going to add develop and implement a management plan for plant production. And I'm also going to add there's so many good ones on here. Apply principles and practices of sustainable agriculture to plant production. So those are the 3 I'm going to add. I want you to add between 3 and 5. And if you don't want to do many plant ones and you want to stick to that foundational stuff, you can here. There's a lot of ones in here that are like build or maintain a resume, work with a mentor. These are things that we've already done in this class, but you can certainly select those, or you can go to cluster skills, and there's a variety there, but cluster skills, career ready practices, foundational skills, and plant systems are probably the tabs that you're going to want to use the most. But once you've identified at least 3, you'll go back, and then you will write down planned activities or the intended ways in which you hope to use that skill. So for example, let's say that I'm the greenhouse manager. Classify plants according to taxonomic systems. We will need to create labels for the plants so that our customers know what type of variety each plant is, period. That's all you need to do. So a sentence for each one, and then when you're done, it'll automatically save. And then what you'll do at the very end is go up to here and click on PDF agreement. Okay? This is going to generate a PDF document. You will print this PDF document, and you will sign this PDF document. I do not want your parent to sign it. They can if they want, but they do not need to sign it for this class. And then when you turn it in, I will sign it as your ag science teacher. So don't worry about getting my autograph until you turn it in. You will turn this whole document into the turn-in basket, either at the end of class today, or I believe I shared the due date with you yesterday in class. So you'll turn it in by that due date and have the autographs there. And this will be worth 25 points. So pretty easy points for the SAE or work-based learning part of your grade. So hopefully this is as clear as mud. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, or we can chat tomorrow in class as well. Hope you guys have a great day and that you enjoy using AET. I know it's kind of a cool little technology, and it's great practice for you guys too, honestly, because you're going to have to learn how to utilize different record-keeping systems as part of doing taxes someday, or punching in and punching out of work. And every day when we're in class or working in the greenhouse, we're going to log back in on our phones or on our Chromebooks, and we will log and say, today in the greenhouse I did this, this, and this. So it's a really great way for you to demonstrate record-keeping abilities and skills. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.